Hi, I'm Cindy Costales, Senior Librarian at the Monterey Park Brueggemann Library. I'm here today with Professor Pei-heng Yan, a world-renowned calligraphist. Professor Yan is a visiting professor at Birmingham Hampton University in New York, and he's a professor of English and Chinese calligraphy at the Northwest University of Nationalities in Langzhou, China. Did I say that right?
That's true.
We are honored that you are here today to talk to us about the history of Chinese calligraphy and your journey as a calligraphist. So, becoming a calligraphist takes many years of study. Did you have this interest as a child, and can you talk to us about that? And just tell us a little bit about your training.
Yes, so you're asking the questions about my training of calligraphy. So I think that's a very interesting question, but I don't think it is very easy to answer it, or I have to try. So here we have the works of my calligraphy, which goes history of Chinese calligraphy. Since we started from here, from Jiagu, calligraphy of Jiagu Wen, and then now we have calligraphy of Jinwen. Then now we have calligraphy of Shigu Wen, which was carved on the stones. And there we have the Xiaozhuan, which was used by Chinese people in Qin dynasty. And then again, we have Cao Shu, for the people to use it as a kind of art, to express their emotions or something beyond the characters of Chinese. That's so. As for such kind of art and foundations of the educations, we have to spend time, even we have to spend all my life to learn about it. I think that's my answer to your first question.
Well, I did read where your father, you learned from your father. Was he a calligraphist too?
Yes, as mentioned. My father, yes, my father, it was true. My father was my first teacher about calligraphy, and he himself is a calligraphist in China, especially in northwest part of China. So my father gives me much influence about how to learn Chinese characters and calligraphy as well.
Now, you became one of the rare calligraphists who can make 4 styles of the ancient Chinese calligraphy. Can you tell us about, I guess that's, that there are some, the struggles in doing that, because I imagine it must be very hard, very difficult.
Yes. Usually for the people who learned to write Chinese characters, they usually just write one kind of character. But as for me, I did nearly all styles of Chinese calligraphy, because I think that's the history. So, which the history will lead us on the right way to learn about Chinese calligraphy. So we have to, if you want to learn Chinese calligraphy, in my eyes, we have to cover all the ways, all the styles of Chinese calligraphy, from the earliest time in the history to the modern time, or to the modern styles of Chinese calligraphy. I think that's the right way. We cannot just pick out one of the styles just to write it, to learn about it. That's my opinion.
Well, it's, oh, it must be, yes, it must be that you need a very comprehensive study to understand, like you say, the history, tradition. Now, you work with American students in New York, is that right? Yes, and so then they're learning about this history and they're learning about calligraphy. How is it working with the American students in the American universities?
When I was in the university days ago, and I gave them some lectures or seminars or some classes to them, they are very much interested in them because they seems to be never have the chance to see all those different styles about Chinese calligraphy. So they even get surprised or something like that. So I was asked to give them the classes and to give them explanations, expressions or something like that for them to learn about that. Is international communication, I think, between Chinese people or Chinese culture and American people and culture as well, I think. So I did a little job for that, and I feel happy.
Well, that's a wonderful opportunity. I think that's a wonderful opportunity for us to learn. Yes. Now, you have another piece over here. Can we talk about this?
Yes.
So let's, okay.
So this is one of the works which my teacher, Professor Yang Zhonghua, suggested.
Okay. Can we move a little closer here? Okay.
Yes. This is a gift or a kind of present which my teacher suggested to send to your library. Because
that's wonderful.
My teacher, Mr. Yang, was very much interested in your library. And because of that, I learned something more about your library. So when I did it, I think this is a very good sentence, which has the meaning, which is meaningful, yeah, both for us Chinese people, students, and your students and learners in the libraries. The reason for that is this sentence, these 4 characters, or the whole sentence, which was used by President Obama in the conference, in a ceremony, or when he was welcome our President Hu Jintao, who used the sentence. So are you interested in meaning?
Oh, yes. Please tell me.
百年树人, which means what? If we...
Can you point to that one?
So, 百年树人. So, which means we have to, if we want to educate people, to make people educated, it is a very, very hard job, which needs us to spend 100 years to train, to educate, to cultivate them into a useful, socially useful people. So I think this is a very, and I think you're just doing the same job in the library because you prepared so many books for people to read. That's education to me.
I agree.
Don't you agree with me?
Oh, I totally agree.
So that's why I wrote the sentence and sent it as a gift to your library. Yeah. So if you want to know the original place where the sentence was taken from, you can come to the book which is called 管子, very, very much ancient, famous book in China. And from that book, we can find 百年树人 in it, which is a very famous sentence in our schools, universities, even in our families. We always use this sentence to educate people.
Can you say that sentence again?
百年树人. We need 100 years to make people educated, to make people to be useful, socially useful, and capable in doing social things, or to make contributions to the society, to the countries, to the human beings or mankind or something. That's my translation and my explanations about the sentence. Don't you feel satisfied?
Well, we're very honored to receive this, and it's a very timely and historical piece. You know, I really enjoyed hearing the story and the background of how you put this art piece together, and we will have it on display in the international room, and so we will very happily display this. We want to thank you very much for visiting our library and presenting us with this original piece of calligraphy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you to give me the chance to send my calligraphies to your library, and I wish you will keep it for a long time in the history of your library. Okay.
Thank you.